So again, now we've estimated a while ago, no, the number 2 problem to be a charge here where a test charge is going into, no, a stream of electric field, and we know that if it passes through this electric field, it will be deflected by the positive charges. No? So maybe, again, it will not travel in a straight line. No? Now for number 3, now again, how many charges are involved? 3 or 4? In number 3, no, we have probably, no, approximately, no, this may be the locations of our charges, no. So you may call the first one as Q1, no? You may have here Q sub 1 on the far end, no? So this other corner, you may have Q sub 2 here, no? The one below, you may have Q sub 3, no, below, no? And our values of our charges, so Q sub 1, no? You may probably think of Q sub 1 equal to 4. Next is 8. And then next is 12, no? So find the electric field, no, at point the electric field at this last corner, no? So one question, no, what is our value of the electric field at this corner, no? So how do we get the electric field here, no? Anybody has a suggestion? So question, what's the E sub P, no, at this location, no? So basically, no, it's going to be the effect of all 3 charges, no? So that is if we want to find, no, the electric field at the last corner. So each of them will have an influence, no, to the 4th corner, no? So we can probably call the first electric field as E sub P number 1, no? So first one, no, will have an electric field. So if it is a positive charge, ano siya gani? Repulsion or attraction? Where's the direction of our charge, no? So at this particular point, no, the direction of our charge here, no, so based on Q sub 1, no, our E sub P may be going here, no? That might be the direction of our E sub P, no, due to charge 1, no? So this one will move away, no? Now with respect to Q sub 2, no, then we will have another charge here, no, which will probably go in that direction, no? That is basically opposite to Q sub 2. No? And last is your E sub P number 3. No? E sub P number 3 is due to Q sub 3. No? So the effect of these 3, no, electric fields eventually now becomes your E sub P. No? So E sub P therefore is the sum effect, no, or the resultant of the 3, no, electric field intensities, no. Are you following me?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
We have to find, no, each of these electric fields, no. So first of all, again, we will find E sub P1, no. And what is E sub P number 1? It's due to our charge 1, no. Due to charge 1, so K times Q sub 1, no? Divided by, no? Of course, how far is Q sub 1 from the corner there? So that's basically your R sub 1 also, no? R sub 1. But R sub 1 will be squared, no? So we are going to square this value. How long is r sub 1? It's 10 centimeter, no? Now, you notice nga ang ato niya nga kwan nga r sub 2, no guys? How far are the 2 points? Ang duwa ka point karon niya, no? If you consider this corner no, to q sub 2, then the distance of that value is this one, no? Amo niyang distance yo. Ang diagonal nga distance, it's no longer 10 anymore, no? Let me use a straight line, no? So this will be our r sub 2, no? So that's no longer 10, no? But how long is r sub 2, no? So yeah, now if r sub 1 is 10, no? cm, our r sub 2 is, that's 10, no? But there is it's 10, but there is a square root of 2 for this one, no? And of course that's in centimeter. So the square root of 2 value is the one that we add, no, for the side of a triangle. So if you use your Pythagorean theorem to get this diagonal side, no, then you have to square the 10 value, no? Ang duwa ni ka 10 square mo kag i-add, and that's the diagonal distance now using Pythagorean theorem, no? Now your r3, no, the distance of q3 to this point is of course 10, no? So r1 and r3 are basically similar in value, no? So your r3 will have the same answer, no? Parehas lang sabat sang r3 kag sang r sub 1, no? Okay, so they are both 10. So if you replace that to our values of q1, no, q2 and q sub 3, then you can find your value. Now, can you calculate for me e sub p 1, 2, and 3, no? Based on these lengths, no? And amo ni ila nga magnitude sa aton charges, no? So can somebody give me the value of e sub p number 1, no? E sub p number 1, please calculate, no? So again, pila gani ang k? That's 9 times 10 to the 9, no? Then you multiply that with q sub 1, which is 4 times 10 to minus 6, no? Look at the value of q1, no? And we divide this now with our centimeter value, that's 10 cm. 10 cm is 10 to minus 2, no? And we square that value, no? Okay, then we put a horizontal line. So we divide, no, our 4, 10 to minus 6 with 9 times 10 to the positive 9 and 10 times 10 to minus 2 square, no? Okay, so we will eventually have our e sub p, no? And how many Newton Coulomb is that value, no? J. Kim Estrella.
$3,600,000, sir.
Again, pila to, David, ha?
3,600,000. Okay.
3, yung divide mo na sa dalom.
Oh, sir. Wait. Try ko lang liwat, sir. Kasi nagsala lang.
3 million nambal mo na.
Sir.
Pila to? 600,000.
Sir.
That's Newton per coulomb, no? Now, since the next value is times 8, no? So, madoble ni sa ho. So, you are going to double this value. So, your E sub P number 2, no? Ay, no. Ang yagali nga distance pag idya is 10 square root of 2 ni diya, ho. So, for your E sub P number 2, you will have a different answer, I guess, no? So, that's 9, 10 to the positive 9, no? Then 8 times 10 to minus 6. Okay, then we divide this by, you have a value there that's 10 to 10 square root of 2, no? 10 to minus 2 square, no? So, there's an addition of square root of 2, ha? So, hindi mo siya pwede yung balon lang at 10 lang, no? So, that's 10 square root of 2. And then we square this whole thing, no? Square siya, and then we also divide this whole thing. Okay, so how much is our E sub P, no? Pila yaton E sub P number 2, huh?
Same man, sir.
Hindi kayo naglain aton denominator, ho? Kag nag-double aton charge from 4 nag-8 na ni saya. So by looking at it, if it's merely 10, then this one will be na ano ni? Parehas lang gali, no?
Parehas lang, sir, ang sabat, sir.
Oo, kayo nag-rationalize sa gali sa 2. Oo, ma-rationalize ka sa 2. Tama. Who has other answers? Answer niyo, guys. Si John Luen, answer mo, John? John, answer mo?
The same lang guro, sir. 3,600,000.
The same lang, sir. Sa may 1.
I will check it later na lang, no? But anyway, assuming that that would be the same value, no? Okay, now, the last one, what about the last one, no? Since it is now 3 times the previous value, the distance is the same, no? But the value will be 3 times. So that will be something like, what? Your E sub P number 3, no? Will be equal to, no? 7,000. I don't know. That's, sorry, no? This is, kulang pagali 0, no? So this must be 7,200,000. No? Tama ba, guys? Okay, that's 3 times as much ang iya magnitude, no? expect that this will be our three answers. No? Now, if you are dealing with three different directions, then you can use your component method, no, to find the resultant value. No? So all those that are lying on the x-axis will be combined together, and those who are lying near the y-axis, no, will be combined together as well. No? So if we will find, guys, our E sub px, no, then this is equals to your negative, no, 3,600, and then i-minusan mo na siya sa value, which is roughly, no, equal to 3,600,000, 3,600,000, pero may cos sign of 45 degrees, no? Again, ang 45 degrees because ang aton nga number 2, no, ang E sub p number 2x, no, is diagonal siya, no? So may angle niyang isa ka force dira, no? And then our value, no, which we will call as our EPY, no, or the vertical component, is again, no, due to EP3, no? So ang EP3 natin is negative 7,200,000, no? We do it negative because this is pointing downward, no? Then again, no, subtracted by, no, sorry, this one should be also negative. So they are all negative because they are either pointing left or down, no? And this one is sine of 45 degrees, no? Now again, the angle 45 degrees because you're dealing with a triangle, no? So ang triangle, hindi karon ang angle natin diyo between our lines. So this must be around, no, 45 degrees ni siya, no? So therefore the angles between our electric fields, no, will also be 45 degrees, no? Now the combination of these two allows us to find already the E sub p, no, na yung component, no? And we get that by getting the square root of the squares of our EPX, no? So kuhaon mo ang EPX, then i-add sa EPY, but you will, no, but you're going to square each of them, no? So solve mo lang, no? Then that gives you the magnitude already of your electric field intensity, no? So that's how complicated it is, no, if we deal with three different, no, charges, no? So however, if we are only dealing with a particular charge and a point, then we simply use, no, the basic equation that we know, no? Okay, so far, do you have a question?
No, sir. Answer.